Alright lads, so I've entered into a league where there is a chance, a sliver of a chance, that I could end up with a seat for a race weekend in a Formula V in a race in Ireland, in real life. Now that is just something absolutely crazy. Everybody racing in this league who is eligible has the chance for that. We have to do a huge shout out here. This is hosted by RTA Virtual Motorsport. If you like the racing here, all their links are down below. You are more than welcome to join, and if you are into vicious cutthroat racing but fair, that is the place to go, as you will see in this video. And a lot of people told me that, you know, the racing at RTA is quick, it's close, it's tight. I just didn't know how close and tight it was, and what a thrill it is. The way the scholarship program works is that 3 lucky drivers at the end of it will be picked based off merit, based off a lot of different factors. So it's not just results, but it's based off judging, how they handle themselves on track, in incidents, all that sort of stuff. And all going well, 3 drivers will prevail and be allowed to race in real life, courtesy of one absolutely sound real life driver giving up their car for 3 weekends. Mondello Park, Formula V Ireland, everyone involved in this is absolutely savage. We got Bois Motorsport, we got Gantry TV doing the broadcast, we got Gamerfest sponsoring it too. There is so much behind it. Fair play to everyone involved. Let's get into some racing here. So the way this works is there's 3 races. They're all equally scored except from race 2 to 3. The top 8 is a reverse grid. So you finish in P8 of race 2, you start on pole. And that's what happened here. P1 and P2 were P7 and P8 of race 2. We had a jump start in race 1, ended up getting a drive-through penalty. A lot of people crashed there, so we were able to finish in P18. Then we started P18 for race 2, worked our way up to P10, and then this is where we start now for the final race. So in this race, and it's important to know that the draft is very, very important. It's very strong in these cars, starts from about a second. It is crucial you always have the draft. So arguably being out in front is one of the toughest places to be. We have Lawrence de Soswa behind us, a man who needs no introduction. We're surrounded by some very fast drivers here, and as we get up further in the field, we'll notice that the competition just gets tougher and tougher. Our first time into the chicane here, things are quite squiggly to say the least. We do make up one position and we lose it straight away for like a net 0 gain. Just trying to move as much up the field as we can here without getting lost, because we can see those guys up ahead and they're just getting away. We're 3 wide going into turn 1. Some people evaporate back there. I don't know what happened. They just turned into one another and kind of the wheels got hooked. These cars are very unforgiving if you hook the wheels wrong, but they're also very strong, so you can really kind of bang wheels in this and get away with murder. Unfortunately, once you flip your car or something, you're done. Me and Camto here. Anytime I've raced Camto, absolutely fair driver. Really enjoyable racing him so far in the league. Right about now, we were able to look through the visor with each other and realize we wanted to work together to catch up with Travis. So as much as Camto would love this position, it just makes no sense to do it. And I think he saw I had the pace to maybe just try and catch up and hold formation. Camto does get a little bit out of shape there, leaving the chicane as I basically grabbed the draft of the main pack ahead. This is looking hopeful now. So we're up the front. All we got to do is not die. We went purple there with a 22.7, courtesy of La Draft. Looking up a move for the inside here. If we can perfectly hook the apex, we don't. Kevin is on fire here. Here's Kevin Joyce. We'll be racing him a little bit in this race. He's fast. He's fast and he's ruthless, and I love it. But you can also use that a little bit here and there. I was hoping he'd just take this racing line into this corner. I backed off to kind of show I didn't really want any line in here. Trying to look for a little window. We look for the right, kind of closing it off a bit, getting into a non-draft line just to let us know he wants nothing to do with us in here. So I thought, you know what, we'll put it up around the outside of him and see what we can do. Hopefully get the draft of this red car here. Just trusting him on the inside. Fair play to him. He worked well with us on that one, but unfortunately Harvey was playing it a little bit defensive, so it's not as clear cut as we thought it would be. He goes for the move on the inside, trying to see if Harvey just gets a good exit so we can hop in behind him. We don't. Kevin gets the draft and makes us 3 wide. Coming down into the last chicane now, 3 wide. I'm trying to think, who's going to back out? I'm just thinking maybe the middle car might. None of them back out at all. So actually, I play it safe here, pull out, and I just decide to kind of go for it. Don't really get the best run because things got checked up a little bit, but we're in a good spot going down to turn 1. Really, it's all the same here. So we're pushing on P7 now. We are. This is an excellent position to be in. We had a P18, P10. If we could finish up here, that'd be a decent go for our first race in RTA, I think. Likewise, I said, make sure, lads, if you want to get involved in this race, and their Discord is down below, just join and ask. Everyone is more than welcome. They hold a high standard here, though, and not when it comes to speed, but to quality of race and just following sticking to the few simple rules they have that enable such hard and clean racing like this. We managed to fend off that pack behind of Harvey and Ken. Everyone up here now are goers. Peter McCann up there racing with Travis. We're just following Kevin now, and I'm thinking, can we actually catch up to this pack here?
It's great crack.
That would be great, but it's really up to the cars behind if they want to play ball. Here's a back marker. I'm absolutely panicking now because I'm not sure what they're going to do. We're looking for that inside line. We're going to have to chuck it in. We just have to throw it in and trust that they're not going to keep it too tight. They don't keep it too tight at all. We managed to get the draft to Kevin. Harvey is right on us though as well. He's on our right. We're boxed in. We're boxed in here. We're just going to have to give Kevin almost a little bump draft. I think I'm going to have to concede this spot to Harvey now. Yeah, there's not much I can do here. Just back off. Hope Camto backs off a little bit as well. But we go up the move inside of Kevin. Get a little bit of draft down into turn 1. And Kevin ends up behind us somehow. Things can change really fast in these cars. We give Harvey a little bump draft. A little signal saying, hey, how about we work together now? Can't remember if I go for a move up the inside. Is this now where we work together? But yeah, no. So me and Harvey, we kind of, we've been doing a little bit of back and forth. We've been racing next to each other for a while. We understand that we're in two very good spots here. And I think Harvey is thinking roughly the same thing as me. Doesn't matter if we finish 5th or 6th, as long as we just stay here for now. There's 12 minutes left in this race. There's a lot going on in it. We got to just play it smart. But at the same time, there's people behind us in P7, 8, 9, 10 who'd rather be up here in P5 and 6, having the same issue that me and Harvey are having of just, how can we stay P5 and P6? We see Camto going for a little move. Kevin also responding by going for a little move up the inside. They are fighting each other. They're going to be going side by side into this corner. Kevin does kind of yield a little bit. They get so tight with each other. Going into that corner. That's where the netcode can be great on iRacing. It lets you lock wheels a little bit and then you can just gently leave it. It's a very fair car like that. We go for a move up the inside of Harvey here just to see if we can do it. He actually lifts a little bit. Very interesting, letting us kind of buy, so that's noted. There's a bit of respect between me and Harvey at the minute. He's behind us now. He gives us a bump draft and I'm thinking, okay, we are playing ball for the minute. For the next 1 minute, maybe we can play ball for a little bit. I think he says I'm not going to attack here, so I go back over to the left, take the racing line in. Kevin goes up the inside and yeets him out the way to do the old switcheroony. So now we have Kevin behind us, and Connor, Peter, Travis, and McLaughlin up the road are just sailing away completely. So although they're just there, we have our own issues back here. Camto going up the inside of Kevin. Is Kevin going to go? He's going to take it the whole way around the outside. Fair play. Fair play to the boys. This went on for a little bit. I was just trying to pull away and hope they'd fight more. Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever, especially with the draft in these cars. It definitely does not last forever. I'm trying to think, what line do I play here? It's the defensive line. Unfortunately, it's going to be made 3 wide. Almost be made 3 wide. Kevin around the outside here. I'm quite confident on the inside of this corner now, especially when defending, so I wasn't too worried about that. The grip on the outside of the track there kind of falls away. Figuring out who do I want to give the draft here. I started giving it to Kevin because I wanted to help him put a little bit more pressure on Harvey, although in hindsight I'd much rather Harvey behind me. Kevin is a ruthless old driver. Harvey, I've found in this race a little bit more predictable. Now we're just trying to figure out what's up. Kevin's looking for that move. I have to say, I love it. I do love the fire. The fire in this race, guys, was crazy. Like, you're looking at your boy absolutely locked in here. This runoff was kind of grippy. I wasn't really using it too much, but sometimes, the wheels just fall off the track and you're kind of left having to use it a bit. Here I'm seeing Harvey is right on me. It's up to him. If he wants to attack me, he can. He doesn't, though, I don't think. No, he does. He does. Never mind. So I repay him, I think, here by lifting and letting him by. Yeah, I let him by here so we can continue the flow. Just trying to play it smart, thinking of the position we're in. Plenty of races I've done in the past where I was sitting in P5 and I wasn't happy with that and I really wanted P4. You bin it, you lose it, and then you think how great that P5 was. So a lot of experience coming back from previous endurance races and stuff. Just realizing that no matter where I finish up here, in general, they're all good spots. So it's about racing hard, racing fair, not giving much away to my opponents in terms of results. That's all that matters at the end of the day. The racing is good crack and good fun, but the results is results are results, you know. So I just don't want to fall back too much, but also trying to play it safe enough that, hey, if I do end up P8 or P9 due to circumstance, or, you know, the way the chess game evolves with this draft swapping, it is what it is. Sticking behind Harvey now. I'm actually pretty content staying behind Harvey at the minute here. I'm just trying to defend almost for Harvey. We lose Connor Melia, who spins all by themselves. It was incredible that no one hit into them there. Like, if people were going too wide into that corner, that would have been an absolute biggie, or at least they would have went in the grass and just lost it. We're tight behind Harvey now at the draft, giving me a bit of respite here towards Kevin. Camto's on his 6 as well. Lot going on here now, I have to say. We're going to go for a little look-see up the inside of Harvey. I think this is where Harvey lifts a bit more. There we go. So Harvey lifts here, and that's when we kind of have a little moment and we're like, right, so we're going to play ball with each other here. Let's catch up with Travis, because of Connor's incident, that left Travis like a sitting duck. So suddenly we have a bit of hope that we could catch up to P3 here. I get a great bump draft from Harvey here. Now it's my job to just, you know, match Travis's pace, keep pushing, and see if I can catch that draft. He's only 1.1 up the road. If Travis can pull a 10th or 2, you know, he'd be almost clear. So I just can't let him get that 10th or 2, basically. We've held purple for quite a while. I don't know how I have the purple lap. Surely there was other people out much faster than me at some points during the track. But hey, purple for now. I guess it's the only purple clean lap. Still 1.1 to Travis, getting a little bit nervous that I can't catch him. See, I'm thinking if we can catch Travis, you know, that keeps me safe, that keeps Harvey safe, and it kind of locks us into position a bit. And I'm sitting at P4 at the minute, and that's a decent spot to be in. We see Ronan, who's come off the track there. Very safe rejoin, plus points there. Yeah, jeez. It is spicy. Spicy racing, guys. Just seeing now that we're getting 0.9 behind Travis. Harvey knows if he goes for the move here, you know, all that work is done. So he goes for the move, and I'm like, no. So I have to live to let him by. Either I defend that and we lose all our time. And yeah, I was really thinking he was going to stay behind there and just keep that gap. But, you know, we'll play the game. We'll play the game. It's getting close to the end of the race here now. So it is about time that we sort of, let's say, give up the whole teamwork thing and we start fighting a little bit for a position. There's only so much you can follow in a race before you have to take it by the reins and just go for it. We're 0.8 behind Travis. So the closer I get to Travis, the less Harvey, Camto, and all the boys behind, they become a threat. So if we can just keep this gap here, catch up to Travis, because remember, he has no draft. So I'm going to be able to catch up to him so fast, and he's just going to start coming closer and closer to me. We see a little mistake there, a little bit of kind of scrubbing off the track, allowing us to get a little bit closer. We see Harvey going up the inside here. We've done a lot of fighting so far. So me and Harvey, we've been kind of predictable with each other. We know when we're going to go for it, when we're not going to go for it. Finally, 0.4. Right behind Travis, we are where we want to be. 5 minutes left to go in the race. Unfortunately, doesn't sound like a lot of time, but anything can happen there. Absolutely anything. I'm looking at Harvey here thinking, is he going to go for the move? I see him going for the move, and I tell him, this time, Harvey, I'm actually going to stick it out here. And unfortunately, he hit the curb, came over to my side of the track. Wheels got locked a little bit, and he came out much worse from that crash, which was unfortunate, but it's just the way those curbs are quite large there. If you take a little bit too much speed in, it might surprise you where your car lands on the exit. So it was a shame. We were having an absolutely great race. He didn't deserve to go out like that. Yes, that's the risk you take. I tried my best to mitigate it by, you know, giving a heads up and saying, hey, I'm going into it. But look, that's the V's. The V's are like that. They're ruthless. Here we see the boys, Camto and Robbie behind. Robbie has appeared out of nowhere, and I'm seeing Robbie is fairly vicious here. Really enjoyable race with Robbie. He was having a lot of fun with this. Kevin up ahead. He had just slipped up the road into P4. Excellent, excellent position to be in. We move up the race a little bit. We did stay behind Kevin. Robbie had gone absolutely nowhere, and to be honest, I was a little bit worried that Robbie was going to be able to take the spot. But if I could just build a little wall with Kevin here, you know, just stay in that draft, just put the foot down, really command the space on track, and just don't make anything too inviting, we should be able to keep him behind. So at least it gives me something to focus on. The more he fights, the more of a gap it lets me have to Kevin, and then it lets me get kind of pulled back to Kevin. I think strategy-wise, if he'd let me get closer to Kevin and kind of check up, I'd be forced to either lift or go for a move on Kevin that would allow him to kind of come up the inside of one of us, basically, and get either one of us or both of us. Here I get the right-hand side. I'm just hoping I can get Travis's draft. Kevin is all over it, in fairness to him. I'm thinking this is cool. It's the last lap. I'm in P5 at the minute. We've 2 cars ahead of us for the draft. Just keeping it defensive, not looking to invite anyone anywhere on this track at all. Here we're behind Kevin now, looking for a little move on the right. It's kind of very, very quick motions there from Kevin. Thecrewchief.org is a free app. I'm sure he's using one. He's just, he's a very proactive racer, we'll say. Which I like it, I like it, I like it. It's so interesting in racing like this. Everyone has a style, and it's like clockwork, you know, you can tell who's who. We go up the inside of Robbie here, and I have to say, I went into that move with full commitment. I'd done that move earlier on in the race. Fair play to him for being able to hang around the outside of there, because I used a lot of track on exit. Did leave him more than the car's width, but I used a lot of track on exit. So shout out to Robbie there. See these two guys going side by side thinking, is there anything left for Jacko? Not quite. Just looking to tuck in here. Hope I don't get too close. Make sure Robbie doesn't get Hanton last minute. Flat out up until the line, and we got P5 in that race. That was a beaut. That was a beaut. Some savage points there. That leaves us 8th in the standings overall, which is unbelievable. Honestly, in my first race against some of these really quick drivers to finish this well, I was really, really happy. Cooked, I will say afterwards. We went on to review incidents after this, and penalty points were applied if there were needed or anything like that, or any incident points to the championship standings. But yeah, what a race, guys. Next week we are at Lime Rock. I'll be doing another video for it. If you want to check it out, go check out Gantry TV. They'll be live streaming it. And again, shout out to everyone involved for making this possible. I hope I don't forget anyone. RTA for hosting this. Make sure that you go check out their league. You're more than welcome to join. Gantry TV for broadcasting it. Bois Motorsport. We have Formula V Ireland, Mondello Park. The racer who led up their car to actually give it for 3 weekends for someone to come and drive it. Unbelievable stuff. An excellent opportunity hosted by all of the above. And yeah, we will be back next week at Lime Rock Park to keep the flow going and hopefully keep the dream alive of being in with a sliver of a chance of driving one of these epic cars in real life.